coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
All right, you know, we line up guests, and most talk shows would just hang up on the callers when a guest comes on, but I let folks hold if they want to stay with us to talk. So I kind of apologize, but also say, hey, I'm doing you a favor. My point is I don't like making people hold, but I do. Darlene, thanks for holding from Canada. Then we'll go to Dennis and James. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I've been listening to you for 8 years, and I believe they're going to let the border crisis get so bad that's when they'll introduce the UN troops on Americans. And
well, the UN's already down there actually calling the shots. We have an article about that yesterday. So, no, I mean, I think this is just part of the process. I think you're right.
And it's going to be bad. So probably by the spring, all hell's going to break loose. Thank you for everything you do, and God bless.
Well, God bless you, sweetheart, for holding. What a sweet lady. Let's talk to James in Colorado. You're on the air.
Hey, Alex. James, also a longtime listener. I'm also a Libertarian Party endorsed candidate for Colorado State House Representative District 45.
Awesome.
I'd just like to briefly comment about the gun control issues going on in Colorado and the National Guard sent to Texas border by Governor Perry.
Go ahead.
In response for gun control in Colorado is getting better, a lot better, outside of the Denver metro area, at least. The city that I live in, Castle Rock, their city council just recently voted to remove the ban on open carry in all public government buildings and city council meetings. If you remember, almost half of the city council said they were going to resign if the ban was removed. Well, they're all still there.
Well, I know this. We need to continue to move against all those legislators with recalls that voted for the gun ban.
Exactly. Also, in regards to the National Guards sent down to the Texas border by Governor Perry, what Perry needs to do is give the National Guards orders not to allow the feds to be even in the area that they're actively patrolling and guarding. Since they're being deployed by the governor himself, it's not a war activity. So the federal government and their federal agencies have zero authority to do anything. What needs to happen is Governor Perry and the Texas Guard need to restrain and just ignore any requests by these feds and federal agencies.
I know, but the Mexican government won't take the people back, so we can't just stick everybody in a prison camp indefinitely. You've got to have a way to deport them. So it's a very complex issue. It's the federal government has the jurisdiction to do this. This is one of the few things they're supposed to do. So, of course, they're not doing it. And you can't blame the Border Patrol. They've been ordered to stand down. I mean, they should speak up more, but they are speaking up. I appreciate your call. Interesting points, James. Dennis in Texas, you're our tail gunner. Go ahead.
Yeah, what basically I wanted to speak about was something I think is very much overlooked, and that is how much the church is involved in what's going on.
Oh, yeah, they're 501c3, faith-based initiative. First they made them anti-terror police where the preacher watches their flock. Now Baptist churches, Catholic, you name it, they're the ones running the end of the country.
Yes, the Council of Churches. But the thing is the majority of the people coming out of Mexico and Central America is primarily Catholic.
Yep.
And the fact that the Pope, and Obama met just before all this was rolled out, is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I know that the Catholic Church has a lot of constituents south of the border. I know the Catholic Church, depending on which branch of it, which bishop it is, are involved in this heavily. But it's being directed by the federal government. And we can blame the Catholic Church if we want to. I think pressure should be put on them. But it's being directed by the 501c3 which was unconstitutional, that grew into clergy response teams, that's illegal, that's now grown into open federal funding of churches through faith-based initiatives that started under George Bush that the Democrats just love. Whatever happened to the First Amendment, it went out the window.
We travel so much, and having a fake TV, well, it gives added peace of mind.
Burglars look for houses that appear to be easy targets, but fake TV can fool